while since I've done one of these, and obviously it's coming up to June now, which means it's a good 6 months since I've had this site live. So I thought it'd be a nice little milestone just to kind of run through where I'm at with the site, I guess. Give you an update on the last video that I did. I think it was March, April time. So yeah, it's I've done the cardinal sin of not working on the site a lot. So it'll show on the data, but basically site that was first went live the back end of last year as like a placeholder site, then relaunch in January this year as well. So I've been kind of driving it quite hard with the key terms and the performance organically as well. Obviously had a lot of clients since then as well, which has kind of scuppered my time a bit, but I'm still working on it. I'm really enjoying this, to be honest. Even it's just like a little pet project. Got enough clients and all that kind of stuff, but let's dive straight in then. So obviously what we can see is a compounding of the pages that are getting indexed in Google. So I think we're around 56 in total. Been looking at the errors on there, excluded. Started to get these down as well. So things like discovered not currently indexed, I've tried to flush through. Crawl not indexed as well, so I'm working through these. That's now, it should be I think it's a redirect, yeah. So yeah, good signals overall, really good. So how does this look for performance? Let's have a look for the last 16 months, just to kind of get a good scope on this as well. So obviously the site went live back end last year. Huge growth. I think it doubled every kind of 3 months. I think it was 150 impressions, 200, 300, 700, then hit 1,000 mark, 1,200, on the 1,300 mark, and then what happened here? So a couple of things happened here. Pushed quite a lot of new stuff live, and the bank holidays. So I knew there was a bit of volatility there. There was a couple of pages with quite thin content on there. A few of them were excluded. So I kind of just went back and I've started optimizing each page and add new content in there. I think obviously I've added quite a few pages when we looked at that green graph before. And now what's happening is it's starting to bed in quite nicely as well. So touching on the last one, a huge keyword that I've been driving towards is this SEO Freelancer UK. When we look at the average position, basically started here, I think 180, and then just progressively going the right way. Quite a competitive term. So the average position here is 27, and started to drop, break, had a bit of volatility, build up, page 1, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 3, 5. So a bit of volatility there. And then we settled on around the 3.1 mark on average. Typically around number 2 for this, but no, it's a good little growth piece that, where it tells you competitive terms or any movement on SEO takes years. Probably in reality means it takes them years to get your results. There's so much quicker ways of doing it. Not superstitious at all, but that 666 impression looks a bit worrying as well, so never mind. Yeah, so how are the pages looking, I guess? So on a page level, the SEO page is dominating the impressions. I've literally done some PPC management expert optimization as well. So I've broken the page down to Google Ads, Bing Ads, then a freelance PPC services. So I'm seeing quite good movement there. Let's just look on a comparison basis. So 28 days versus previous 28 days. Then we see like the PPC management page is getting 1,000 impressions more as well there. So let's look at this in a bit more detail. So pages which basically I think match it. So impressions have gone up, clicks have gone up, and positions gone up as well. So what keywords are we looking for here? So PPC Freelancer, again, really competitive one. Decent search volume, good growth on the keywords. Let's look at that over a wide period of time, so maybe 6 months. How's this looking? Yep, so again, started down the bottom, 53, 57, kind of quite low down. Started with momentum, impressions are starting to follow through, and then, page 2. And are we on page 1 for this key term? Nearly. So top of page 2, maybe page 1. Hopefully the clicks, so the clicks are starting to show now as we get to the top position as well. It's probably me that. So position average last 6 months 23.5. Currently sat at 12, so pressing ahead over there as well. So yeah, looking really, really good. Coverage, so yeah, obviously the pages are growing nicely. I'm adding more pages in there. Just as a side note, if anybody wants to do like the technical side audits, if you've got like SEMrush, Screaming Frog, all that kind of good stuff. I've literally been building these pages. It's very cookie cutter, but basically any of these errors that you see here that you get with any of the say standard crawl, Screaming Frog, Sightbulb, SEMrush, Hrefs, they'll probably give you like one of these errors. I've tried to write it very similar, but basically when you click on them, they'll give you like a run through of how I identify them, how I tend to fix them, preventative measures, and then kind of additional notes on that as well. So it's not really written in a generic kind of here's a guide on the anatomy of a website loading speed. It's basically how I dive in, fix it, and then what I look for as well, and the consideration. So it's basically written for somebody who maybe has a good level of SEO knowledge, just to kind of, I wouldn't say give back, because I don't really value it that much, but if it's a help to somebody, then happy days. So yeah, let's just hone on this page then. So what's this page doing? So it's basically a nested part of this technical SEO audit page. So we have an SEO freelancer page, value URL, so it's /SEO, and then we have branches of all these services, but let's just hone in on SEO audits within Search Console. So how does that look? So I'm presuming it's probably grew quite a bit. Yeah, so it's getting 10,000 impressions, bit of a spike there. So quite a new page. Maybe let's look over the last 6 months, because I think it was quite flat line before that, because I had nothing in place there. Launched the pages, and now I can see quite like the compounding effect with some of these key terms as well. So let's just hone on anyone. SEO order service, I guess. So 0 impressions, bit of a volatility there, and we look like we're building that up as well. So average position 78, currently 74, so a little bit behind the curve, but still growing the right way as well. Technical SEO order service is one that I've been trying to go after, given by obviously the page titles and all that kind of stuff. So optimize for that. We've got a good growth here as well. So 67.9 average position, currently from 46 to 59. So we're in that area. Good growth, good movement, good impressions. This full page itself, to be honest, is going the right way too. So all the keywords are starting to come through, and I think give it a little bit more time, and we'll definitely be getting some good exposure on the audit side as well. Yeah, so far so good. Obviously, the proof's in the pudding. I guess the site that you're looking at, this is the performance over the last kind of 6 months mainly. So the impressions have shot up, clicks are starting to come through now, and it's getting a significant amount of kind of traction through it as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Yes, onwards and upwards. I will. It's a new chapter there, 2,000 impressions a day, which I think will return the next few weeks. 666 is really bothering us. But yeah, let's see how it goes over the next few months, and I'll try and do one of these in maybe August, where we should have a pretty good feel for everything stabilised, and we should be up in the new part of the impressions as well. So brilliant. Hope you found it useful. Any questions? If you're working on SEO, you just want some questions on how I've done it and things like that as well, feel free to pick my brains. But yeah, really enjoy working on the site. It's nice having no clients where you have to sign off on anything. You can just basically push anything live. I'm sure if you find a typo on the site, just let us know. There'll be loads of them. But yeah, there we go. Thanks.